We got some great guests in studio with me today. We're talking library with Cheryl Heywood and Jenny Grenfell. Good morning to you both. How you doing?
Good morning. Great. How are you?
Love talking about the library, the Timberland Regional Library. We have a couple things that we want to make sure we get through first.
Yes.
And then one of the first ones is there's a contest to design library cards?
Yes, this is a very exciting contest. This is for children and for teenagers. We are encouraging children from the ages of 5 through 11 and then 12 through 18 to create what they would like to see on a library card. So this goes from September 15 to October 31st.
Okay.
And there are forms on our website, and the kids and teens can come into the libraries and ask for the form and design their design. There will be winners at each library in each age category, and then we'll take the winners from the 27 libraries, and then we have another committee that will pick one from each category for the whole district.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to take each one of those age category designs, create quite a number of library cards in a limited edition, and have them ready for next year and going on into 2018, because that's when Timberland celebrates 50 years in our community.
Oh my gosh,
so
50 years.
Exciting.
This is very exciting.
Yes.
Have you started to get some entrants in? It's been about 5 days since we started this.
I personally am not aware of any entries yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't seen any.
I've been talking it up a lot.
I'm
Yes.
sure, and it is just a couple days young here in this process, and I know that we're going to be getting a lot of those. Jenny, you're the manager up at the Belfair Library,
I am,
right?
yes.
And how do you like that? Is that a fun place?
It is a fun place. It is a fun place. A lot of fun people, and there's so much going on in that community, people coming and going. So we have our regular base, but then we have a lot of people that come in from out of town, too.
Sure,
So
sure. Oh,
there's
my gosh.
something going on.
Cheryl, the other thing that you wanted to mention before I wanted to make sure we get all the stuff out of the way before we start talking about all the other things going on at the library.
Yes.
But one of the things that's happening soon, the Boys in the Boat, and now this is pretty poignant, too, because we just wrapped up the Olympics.
Yes.
It's about the 9 Americans, the UW rowers,
Yes.
right, who went for gold at the 36 Berlin Olympic Games. Why are we talking about this?
We're talking about it exactly because of that, because we knew about a year or year and a half ago that obviously the Olympics were coming. Also, this year for our summer reading program, the theme was all about sports and teamwork. And so we just wanted to take both those themes and move it into the fall. And of course, anybody who reads this book falls in love with the book.
Yeah.
I personally, when I finished the book, burst into tears.
Really?
Yeah, the only book ever in my entire life, because it was so poignant, so evocative, such a great story. And so we were able to not only select the book, obviously, but our sister library to the north, Pierce County Library, had done it the year before us, or 2 years before us, and so they had like 700 or 800 copies of the book that they gave to us. And so those copies are now available throughout the 27 libraries. And we do have Daniel James Brown coming to a free event on Tuesday, October 4th.
Wow.
At the Washington Center for the Performing Arts in downtown Olympia at 7 p.m.
Okay.
I believe the doors open at 6:30, first come, first serve. So we know the center, and it's a great partnership. We know the center will be, has about 1,000 seats, and I'm sure every single one will be filled up.
I would say so.
And we're also hoping to film it and then be able to put it up on our YouTube channel for people who cannot make it that night.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Have you know this story, right, Jenny?
I do.
And it's a pretty powerful story.
It is. And in Belfair, we were able to get Judy Rance Willman, who's the daughter of Joe Rance, and she's going to be coming to speak at the North Mason Library on October 20th at 6:30. So there's an opportunity there for people to connect with that story directly. Real cool.
So we have over 70 programs in our libraries, in addition to the one on October 4th with the author. We have 70 other programs like the one Jenny just described going on throughout the 27 libraries. And it's not just about talking about the book. I mean, yes, we're going to talk about the book, but there's also big band jazz from that era. There's film screenings and, just what it was like to live back then in this area. So it's just, so we encourage people to either go to our website, which is trl.org, or to drop by their local Timberland Library and pick up a programming booklet that outlines all the different programs throughout the 27 libraries.
Got your website on our video stream right now. People can take a look at that, and it's very easy to navigate. You can find all sorts of additional programs and events and things that are available. Cheryl, you and I talk a lot about the Zinio stuff,
Yes.
the digital stuff. Well, I
Yes.
got to tell you this, because up until before my son was born, right, I was
Yes.
big time into the digital and the Zinio, and now that he's about 2, him and I are going now back into the library and
Yes.
heading over to the children's section
Yes.
and looking at the physical books and reading them together. And oh my gosh, it's so fun to see him scurry about and look at the books and pick out different ones. How are library cards? How are the numbers of people getting good numbers of library cards? People signing up for these things?
We are. So I shared with you just before we went on air that we gave out library staff in Mason County in the first 6 months of this year issued 1,678 new library cards
Wow.
to residents in Mason County. That's a 15% increase from last year. That shows, the interest, the great work staff are doing in terms of outreach in the communities, outreach to the schools, outreach for summer reading, and the programming that they're doing inside the library. We're in a great zone right now, right? We are doing so well. Obviously we're striving to do always better. However, we're in a really good zone right now in terms of reaching as many people as we can to share the message that your local Timberland Library can provide to you whatever you need in terms of your passion, your interest, your work, your school, whatever it is, your hobby. We have the information you need and the people to help you find it, and also strong sense of community, of course, walking into your local Timberland Library, getting to know your staff, getting to know your local friends and residents.
I find it funny. People say, "Oh, library." No,
Yeah.
Every time I drive by there's no parking spots.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always full. Everybody's always there at the
Yes.
library, so
Yes.
people do go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the bulk of our collection is still books.
Yeah, yeah, oh,
right?
yeah.
It's not, yes, we talk up the online because we know many people lead busy lives and they want something 24/7. So obviously we have a website, and yes, we have a lot of downloadable services, but the bulk of our funds and the bulk of what we purchase is still in book form.
We're here talking with Cheryl Heywood, director of the Timberland Regional Library, and Jenny Grenfell, the manager up there at the North Mason Belfair Library. We're looking at some of these websites from the Timberland Regional Library here on the video. So do you come in here once a quarter? You're going to go talk to the county commission today, is that right?
Yes, I come in twice a year.
Twice a year.
Here. So by law, as the secretary to the Board of Trustees, I do have to provide the state of the library report, and typically I do that in February. That's when I see you then.
Yeah.
And then, there's so much going on.
There really
that,
is.
That I go twice a year now. So in the fall, I will again give a short presentation to the board. To the Board of Commissioners about what we're working on.
If you don't have a library card, it's easy and free to sign up, right?
Yes.
Do they ever expire?
If you don't use it at all within 3 years, it will expire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you need to get a library card?
Good question. You need picture ID and something that shows your current residential address.
Oh, okay. So any kind of a bill or
Any
anything
kind of
like
a bill,
that?
Yes.
exactly. And
Pretty
that's
easy.
the point I like to get across is any picture ID, anything that connects your name with your address. They don't have to be like your driver's license. Just get those two pieces and we got you going.
All right. Very good.
The other great thing about your library card, first of all, you have access to 1.4 million items
Yeah.
in the collection. So that's DVDs and CDs and books and magazines and newspapers. You also have access to all these online resources, like you were mentioning. There's Zinio, which is for downloadable magazine issues that you get to keep for free. We have BiblioBoard now and Selfie, and that's to, if you're a writer and you want to self-publish, you can upload your work and then And so we have information about that, and that's called Selfie and BiblioBoard. And then we do have Freegal, which is over 9 million songs. And you can download 5 songs and keep them forever, 5 songs per week. So in addition to accessing, and a very robust set of databases for school-age children and teenagers and adults as well. So in addition to our collections and our services and programs, with your Timberland card, you can visit many different library systems, such as the Pierce County, King County, Seattle Public, and show them your card from Timberland, and then you get a card from them.
Oh, wow.
So you have access to all of their collections.
Holy moly, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
So the technical term that we use is a reciprocal borrowing agreement.
Okay.
But we do, that's the official term, yeah. Because it has to be official.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're able to borrow and download their materials.
That is pretty darn cool. You can find out all this information, trl.org. Website is very easy to navigate, and you can check it out today with information on your favorite local library. Jenny, Cheryl, thanks for coming in and talking with me about this. I love this subject, and I love to talk about it.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Have a great day.
You
Thanks,
too.
you too.